That is like what James Harden does. That's what he's made in his entire career on, is making plays like that. And like Tatum flashed all of it last night. He's hucking lobs to Rob. He's getting into the paint, drawing doubles, and just the simple kick out, which is something he did not do nearly enough last year. He didn't leverage his attention he gets and create open shots for other players. And I think the last step for him was kind of finding that the balance between scoring and passing. And last night, like, you could not find a better balance. Like, that was one of the best, if not the best, playmaking game I've ever seen from him. And he still scored 41. Like, that's insane. Yeah. And he was amazing on defense.
Yeah, legitimately MVP level. That actually segues really nicely into our underrated play of the game segment, which we'll start with now. You see Peyton Pritchard bringing the ball down the court, and we're going to slow it down here a little bit as Jabari Parker, who had an awesome game, by the way.
Yes, he did.
Hands off here to Jason Tatum, who surveys the defense, fakes out his defender, immediately gets that penetration. And look at him whip this pass, sort of a combined left, right-handed pass through multiple outstretched hands.
All five Hornets in the paint, too.
Absolutely.
All five Hornets, and Pritchard bang.
And he's never been so open. And we've actually tacked on another play on the back end here because it was essentially the same play here, but to the opposite side of the court. Rob Williams sets the screen here for Tatum, who almost loses the ball on the dribble there. And you see Hayward has to come out and cover the dropping Rob Williams there. It just leaves Marcus Smart, who, even with his terrible shooting form so far, is just so open. You see Hayward scrambling back and having flashbacks of his decision to leave Boston as Marcus Smart drains the three there. And just two really good and probably underrated examples of Tatum's playmaking there. So really good to see. And, to be honest, Spoonie, I thought of you in these moments. You created, you compiled the footage and really did all the legwork for that Tatum clip that we've put up on the channel. And this is just, I feel like, an even enhanced version of that kind of playmaking that we've highlighted so far. So really good to see.
Yeah, so ultimately I think we are conceding a ton of wide open threes. I think it's probably a combination of just kind of feeling each other out on the defensive end, getting used to the system, and I think part of it is coaching, which may not be an issue. A behind the pick pull-up three is not the worst shot to concede, and it looks like our defense is kind of angled to allow that. But it ain't 1980 anymore. There's lots of, every team basically has a guy who can make that shot. So I'll be interested to see as the season goes along how we defend that shot. But I think the Knicks game is a good example of the types of things I'm concerned about. But we're going to load up a clip here and you can see Smart gets picked. Rob is staying home on Julius Randle, and ultimately he just doesn't guard Evan Fournier, who is like making everything. And again, here you've got Smart and Tatum. Smart's telling Tatum to pick up ball. Tatum kind of doesn't, gets picked, and then Smart just doesn't cover LaMelo Ball. And then on this last one here, if you look in the bottom right-hand corner, Tatum gets picked. Jaylen Brown just doesn't move. And they just concede a wide open three to LaMelo Ball. So it's like, okay, they're setting a down screen for LaMelo, who's absolutely lighting us up. Tatum gets hit with a clean pick, and then Jaylen just stands there. Literally, they could hold hands. They were so close. They were like shoulder to shoulder. So is Jaylen supposed to switch that to get out on the shooter? My guess is yes, and that's kind of indicative of Jaylen Brown's weakness on defense, is that he's kind of floaty off ball. Or is Tatum supposed to fight over that and get out to LaMelo? So if Tatum's supposed to fight over that, I have some serious coaching concerns. My guess is Jaylen just didn't switch and didn't see the pick coming. And that's basically a layup, man. A catch and shoot three on simple action. Like, that's just a simple down screen that happens every possession. Like, how can you concede a wide open three on that? Like, there's like 5 seconds taken up on the shot. They just dribbled it over half court. Like, that, I bet LaMelo was like, oh shit, I'm wide open. I better shoot this. Like, he was probably surprised. And that's what it's tough for me to know right now, whether it's coaching or whether it's just guys not really understanding the defense just yet.
before we move on, we're going to get to the play of the game. I think you can guess what play this is going to be as I cue it up here. We see a nice tip from Smart there, and here we've got both Jays in transition with Tatum with the pass over to Jaylen Brown. Slammer jammer.
Terrible.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, weak dunk, Jaylen.
Yeah.
He absolutely crushed him, man. I got so hype. I'm surprised I watched the game in the basement. I'm surprised I didn't wake my baby up on the second floor, man. Because that was just such an incredible play. And Tatum's reaction is the best part. Look at him.
Yeah, best seat in the house.